Basically, it just means like drop a prison piece and then start dropping some creatures that stomp you. That's just the idea. Trinosphere into 4/4 creature or something like that. All right, here's Ancient Tomb Pass. Let's see what we have here. All right, Volcanic Island, Ponder. We had 27 players at the weekly this week at Game Storia here in New York City. It feels like the community is steadily growing. And I think the Legacy format is really good right now. I know there are people on Magic Twitter that would probably disagree with me and tell me, like, actually, the metagame needs this play pattern or whatever, right? Whatever they would come out with, I don't even know. They're never happy, right, chat? But Legacy format is pretty good right now. But people like Roland Shang and Dave Kaplan and Kevin On, and we could sit here and name like 20 people in the New York community that are helping with community building, whether it's give somebody a ride to the shop or lend somebody cards or whatever. Very proud of the community we're building in the New York City area, and we even have another weekly firing. For a long time, we've just had one weekly firing in New York City, believe it or not. And just feeling good about Magic, everybody. Just feeling good about Magic. And yeah. All right, here's the One Ring. Flooded Strand getting cracked. Yeah, Harry Houdini says, I can't tell you how many times Legacy has died. Yeah, it's dead.
You're really hitting me with anything.
You were dead next turn.
Good luck to you. Good luck. He passed. Just gonna go like Ganjo and bomb.
Sure. All right, takes a point of damage there from the One Ring, and it has one bird encounter on it right now. Now it has two. Dennis will draw 2 cards. Pretty good. Shatter Skull, Ancient Tomb, and City of Traders are the lands on Dennis's board. City of Traders stuck in a little bit of glare. Now you can see it a little bit better as Dennis puts his hand on it. Let's see what the follow-up is here for Dennis. No prison pieces. No stompers on the board yet. And just lands on the other side. A Blood Moon would be decent here.
Magus of the Moon, 2 colorless floating.
Float white.
All right, there's a moon with 2 colorless floating a white. So we might see the moon get punished here. Let's see. Well, not punished, but removed. All right, playing a Great Furnace there and clarifying that City of Traders will not go away because it's just a mountain now. Still 2 colorless floating.
I'll cast this thing.
What was that? I believe that was Valakut Awakening. 6 cards on the bottom, draw 7. I'll get the text up on the screen. It's a modal double-face card from Zendikar Rising. Putting any number of cards in your hand on the bottom of your library, then draw that many cards plus 1. Neat card for a mono red stompy deck. Chromox comes in. Looks like a Shatter Skull has been placed under it. Imprinted. And there's Goblin Welder. Interesting. All right. And the moon has been Soars before combat, as we expected. And now a Swords on Goblin Welder as well. So, using up the white mana on Dennis's turn. Let's see if maybe we'll see Comet or Minsk and Boo here. No, nothing yet. It's possible that this deck is just Jeskai. We haven't seen green or black yet. I could have it wrong. Yeah, not sure if we're doing lands in front or if we're trying to intimidate Dennis here. All right, so drawing 3 now with the 1 ring.
And this is also feature points. I'll take 1 cast.
Dennis has 7 mana available. 2 soul lands, 2 1-mana lands, and a Chromox. Making 5 mana. 2 mana floating, Blood Moon. Ouch.
I'll wasteland the.
Floating a white. Niels, thank you for the resub. 9 months, that's a new badge. Do you guys see the paintings for Eternal Weekend? Yes, I saw them. Very nice. What's the North America Legacy card? Like Force of Will or something? Lightning Bolt?
Another 1 ring.
All right, here's another 1 ring. The other one goes away. This one will now draw a card. Protection is turned back on. And here's a Goblin Welder. Little bit of a misplay maybe, allowing Audrey to use the white mana that was floating to remove the Goblin Welder. Could have just waited to second main. Prismatic Ending on the Blood Moon. Getting to remove it after a basic island hits the board.
Trigger on Smith.
I'll drawing the control deck.
Go for it. I mean, you're drawing a lot more than me.
All right, drawing 2 cards now with the 1 ring. 2 bird encounters on it. Sagaro says, what are the best 3 legacy decks for you? I'm not sure if you mean my 3 favorites or some kind of metagame analysis question. All right, here's another Blood Moon for Dennis. I guess I'm going to just take this question and run with it, and assume you want to know what are my top 3 favorite decks. I like playing goblins. I've been really liking the Orzhov Vile deck that I've been playing. Decklists is posted in our Discord server. You can go find a link to our Discord, join, and see that. And I like playing control decks in Legacy. Blue, black, X control, I think is my favorite. I'm a Sultai gamer, I think, at heart.
5 cards.
Grixis. Demir.
3, 4.
But Snapcaster Abrupt Decay, chat? I mean, sign me up. In response to I'll copy All Assassin's Trophy. Sign me up.
I'll cast another painter.
Force of Will in my hand. Him to Torak. Sign me up, chat.
And then I'll cast.
That's Fable of the Mirror Breaker. So back under a Blood Moon now has white and blue mana available thanks to the another Prismatic Ending removes Blood Moons. So fighting through these Blood Moons. Cracking Scalding Tarn now. Turn 1 Thoughtseize with Force of Will in my hand. Sign me up. I love that.
Swords and 2 prismatics.
I know, right?
I feel like if I
Exiled 5 things.
and then found a reaction.
Live.
Yeah.
Life from the Loam. Return 2 fetch lands here, Flooded Strand and Scalding Tarn. So we don't have any we didn't have any evidence at this point that this was 4-color, but there is a trop now on the battlefield. Fable of the Mirror Breaker up in the top of your screen, trapped in the glare, has now ticked up to 2. Dennis will discard a Simian Spirit Guide and a Trinisphere.
Throw some more.
You know what else is... I'm not a Storm player or anything like that, and I don't play much combo in Legacy, maybe Reanimator here and there. But I love the card Dark Ritual. Do we have any Dark Ritual gamers in the chat? Raise your hand if you like Dark Ritual.
Trinisphere.
Sure.
All right, here's Trinisphere. All right, Goblin Shaman attack. So lots of permanents now on the board for Dennis. Here's a treasure token. Putting it right next to Lotus Petal. Very, very nice.
Sure. Trigger Smith? Yep. I'll cast a Grindstone? Yep.
Mercadian Mask, best Dark Ritual art. I don't know. I use Ice Age. I think I have the same Dark Rituals from Ice Age in sleeves sitting on my desk over here that I've had since I'm a kid. The same exact copies of Dark Ritual from Ice Age.
Yes. You need
All right, casting a Ponder here, forgetting a moment about Turnisphere, but it's all good.
Oh, wait, do you have one card too? You know, there's going to be
yeah. Say go.
Oh, is it fair? Oh, wait a minute.
Great question from Seedless Tom. How's everyone feeling about Beseech the Mirror? I don't think it's an MTG bot yet, but it's looking like a good card from Wilds of Eldraine. We were just talking about that today in the Discord server, actually. The 90s MTG official Discord server that you should all be in, by the way.
You have two in him? Oh, yeah, you're right.
Basic Forest.
Oh, you guys are in
All right, so 3 burn encounters means 3 damage for Dennis. We have yet to see a non-land permanent from 4-color control in this game, right? All right, Fable of the Mirror Breaker will flip. It is now Reflections of Kiki Jiki. And we will see what happens with that. There's a Goblin Welder on the board now. Here's the One Ring getting activated to draw 4 cards. Let's see if Welder does anything interesting with the One Ring in play and the One Ring in the graveyard. All right, swinging with Moon and Goblin Shaman, making another treasure.
I can't pick, but I think Oregon and Washington in response.
What are the cycles? Karn.
Okay, that's Karn, the Great Creator. Apologies for the glare, everybody. We're gonna minus here. Are we finding Lattice? Is this about to end? It looks like there's at least 5 mana open right now.
There you go. You got Island?
Yes. Play the island.
Was the Misty already?
The Misty has been.
Okay, so it's time for Lattice. Let's see if Dennis casts it by exiling a Simian Spirit Guide or something like that. 5 mana. All right, there's Lattice.
Finally got it. Let's keep it.
I'll try it. It's coming in at the land now. I'll pass.
Tap, right?
Yeah, tap.
Okay, so a Valakut entering tapped. And turn 1 Delighted Halfling. Oh my goodness, we are doing lands in front. Oh man, the YouTube commenters are going to be so angry with this. The comment section of this video is going to be a nightmare. All kinds of unhinged, borderline hate crime stuff. This is going to be a disaster. Yeah, this stream is already off the rails. This is only round 1. Yeah, people are leaving. People are just walking right out.
There's other ways that they should be looking at paid.
It probably would have beaten you anyway. The reason why you can't get this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And if I had been worried that you
can't really play smart in this meta because it's so
worried that I would have just got so bad.
The One Ring, everybody. There it is. Very nice. The One Ring, everybody. It's everywhere. Taking over the metagame. Yeah. Cheddar, thanks for the sub with Prime. 11 months for Cheddar. Good morning, gamers. Blue Painter is growing on me, says Cheddar. Wow. Wow. Okay, so playing a another Valakut, it looks like untapped because of Blood Moon. And here's Karn, the Great Creator, activating the One Ring in response. Draw a card. Force of Will, pitching Brainstorm. Karn is gone.
If I'm in a position where I have like multiple constructs, I'd love that.
All right, takes a ping from the One Ring. Draw 2.
Whoever resolves the first one ring. Pretty big advantage.
I just hated having the level 2 perspective. It's like, yeah, I thought about this like 1 month ago. Right, okay, but you're already losing the reanimate. Sure, you're gonna play 100 games or whatever.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you saying that.
I think that's, I don't know, I guess Milton is good.
Question for Twitch chat, question for YouTube commenters. Is there a 4-mana colorless artifact legal in Legacy but not in Modern that more people should be playing?
Which is nice. I don't care about Modern. You don't want to bring out too much good stuff. You get to run the bases. I know. Yeah, I mean, sideboard is
Wait, is that creature when it's attracts it?
It is, but it's both.
It's a creature in all zones except.
There's a correct answer to this question, and nobody has it yet.
Creature planeswalker.
But you can't choose another creature then if you see it?
No, I can't. Right now it's a creature planeswalker. It does both types.
Karn, the Great Creator, is on the stack. Brainstorm in response.
An artifact creature in
I'll give everybody a hint. It's a creature.
Yeah.
Specchio got it.
That's a commander card.
Get your Scarab Swarms, everybody.
I'm just thinking.
If you're watching this later on YouTube, not only should you leave a super thanks, but you should head down to the links below, find TCG Player, go search for Canoptic Scarab Swarm, and buy your set before it's on MTGO. You'll thank me later.
Yeah. I would not have this in my deck. But I brought this to meetings. I bought it for the
Plus on nothing.
I don't do MTG Finance, but that seems like an easy one.
Okay, that's fair.
Like,
I just would have mean.
Yeah, you have to worry about
honestly,
lately.
like,
You I'm not worried about winning.
you could honestly make an argument for every single one. I probably would bring in Void Walker.
If I was worried about winning, I have like
You could bring in all
I have a Vixen Delver in my bag. Yeah.
And get your insect tokens. Of course I have the insect token, Specchio. Come on.
But in general, it's not like with the sure. That's what version you just like
Four different colors. Wow. Maybe I should have minused.
Yeah, I have two like my bag. I could just play that.
I have a question that I'm going to ask you after your.
Usually you don't play the artifacts when you're ready to go into the discard deck.
What about just this configuration? Assuming that you cast last one, that's right. Okay.
Starting to see Scarab Swarm in painter decks now. The painter people are waking up.
I'm wondering about something which is face up.
The Death and Taxes players are waking up.
It's like, well, you're gonna counter it if I
I didn't read the card.
All these random red lands.
The mono black helm players are waking up, putting it in their card board.
I know where that's going.
Traxxas showed some pretty.
All right, the One Ring is now on both sides of the board. What a flavor fail, right, everybody?
That's like a dream card. You don't want to see that card in the sanction magic again.
It's on the field. It's like
I don't have a single mouse on my side. All random red lands.
Excuse me. Oh, sorry.
In this matchup, I run 10 copies. It's that kind of match, you know?
Is there an extended art Scarab Swarm? I don't know. Is there?
my draw. Yep. So I got two.
There's too many versions of all the cards, everybody. They're showing me new cards coming out in Wilds of Eldraine bonus sheet with anime art. There's just too many versions. Do we need a new Leyline of the Void? I gotta have all this stuff memorized for competitive play. All right, here's Mystic Sanctuary. Mystic Sanctuary, everybody. What were they thinking, right, chat? Yeah. Did they even test this card? Prismatic Ending back on top.
Yeah. 3 mana back defection with us.
Right. It was good in the control deck I made.
All right. I guess this Prismatic Ending is getting cast. Removing the One Ring. The One Ring is gone. At least from Dennis's side. Here's Teferi Time Raveler. Mystic Sanctuary, Teferi Time Raveler, the One Ring. Yeah, this stuff is getting crazy. Bounces the One Ring now.
Or to my discard.
Go to discard.
I mean, I'll play whatever tempo deck to sure. You know.
Yeah, or Canman making a great point. Richard Garfield wanted 4 artworks for each card. Yeah, that was supposed to be the legal limit for Magic cards. Garfield taught us that early on.
Like toying with it, scrap this, but I got it. I get you. It never felt anything like
All right, so game 2 goes to 4-color control. All right, 1 card goes on the bottom, and we are ready to go. Dennis is on the play. Ancient Tomb, Lotus Petal, Moon, Force of Will, Pitching Ponder. Scalding Tarn.
I got a tropical and play a halfling and it's
Just have the stream replay VODs when you aren't live. You know, I've had people suggest that a bunch of times. Like, would you watch that? Like, is that interesting to watch? I feel like that's not interesting to watch. Like, why not go on YouTube and just click around and watch the ones you want to watch? I don't know.
So I saw that Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did.
All right, here's Fable of the Mirror Breaker.
Don't get me wrong. I mean, I would love to play a gig, but I think it's
Maybe for answer. Like if you were an unbanned server, I do make
Hydroblast removes Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Goblin Shaman sticks around. Willa Hall streams 24/7 with 80 to 150 viewers. What are they streaming though? Just replays of their stream?
foils.
I mean, man,
I've been looking for
That seems dicey.
All right, here's Karn, the Great Creator.
I don't know. I think there's just a lot of cards that are very There's also strong possibility of survival.
Yeah, you know, now that you pointed it out, Audrey's in the chat. The Hydroblast on Fable might have been premature. I don't know how necessary that was. But it did prevent the possibility of Dennis drawing into something powerful. I don't know.
Keep under or read some band. Sorry, band.
Great Furnace.
Alright.
Oh, I know what it is.
And then 10 of your keys want to
Unerrata the companion, so I can play Gyruda. 2 LEDs, hack the negation. I win.
All right, passing the turn. Karn, the Great Creator, up on the top of the screen here with 3 counters on it. Great Furnace is in Dennis's hand. Teferi, Time Raveler, bounce the Goblin Shaman. That makes sense. Get rid of that. Pass the turn. So a Treasure, an Ancient Tomb, and City of Traders on the board right now for Dennis. A Great Furnace in hand. Maybe hesitant to play it, so City of Traders doesn't go away yet. 4 mystery cards, looks like, for Dennis. No, 3 mystery cards. I wonder if there's a Force of Will in hand here. Looks like 3 cards in hand for Audrey, and here's a Moon. It looks like it has been acknowledged that it resolves. Okay, got a thumbs up. Great Furnace is good to go. Force yes, blue card no. Okay, so a Force of Will is in hand, but it's shut off at the moment. Tick up Karn on nothing. Okay. Here's Goblin Welder past the turn. So Karn was on 3. Bringing it down to 1 exposes it to an attack from Halfling. If Moon can get removed as a blocker as well. But was that an opportunity for Dennis to go find liquid metal coating and set up a really good next couple of turns? All right, Teferi is attacking. Teferi is being attacked here by the Moon now. Goblin Welder would also have been a emergency extra blocker to protect Karn.
I mean, yeah, maybe, I guess.
They're not completely.
Maybe Dennis should have tried to slam the door with liquid metal coating. I don't know. All right, Shadow Skull Smashing removes Delighted Halfling. What's Karn going to do here? Karn pluses. Okay.
No, yeah. That is actually the perfect minus Karn.
Okay, minus Karn now. Not ready for Lattice yet, just because the moon has shut off the soul lands. Hype Train Conductor, light Confidant says mono red ring looks interesting. It does. The deck list of this deck is posted in our Discord server, by the way, because I know people are going to ask. Are we getting liquid metal coat? Oh, what is that? Is that a Chromox? Oh, that must be liquid metal coating, but like a retro version. There's too many versions, Chad. Ugh. There's too many versions. Did we need a retro frame liquid metal coating? Harry Houdini with a great question. What makes Swarm good? Yes, I'm still on that, referring to Scarab Swarm. Trust me. All right, here's the one ring. Force of Will, pitching to Fairy. Attack it for 2. So Karn plus liquid metal coating is live now for Dennis. It's looking sad for 4-color control. All right, reveals the hand, and that is the match. Force of Vigor, no green card to pitch, nothing to do with it.